Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about something very important, and it's been some charts that I have been eyeballing for quite some time, and it deals with China and Xi Jinping because their charts are becoming extremely active in the next few months. So I thought I might bring this up to everyone's attention and see what I'm seeing astrologically and what the future holds for them and relative to the United States as well and the world. So with that, before I begin, I want to remind everyone to sign up for my free newsletter. You will get all of my predictions delivered to your email address free every week. And while you're at my website, galacticcenter.org, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. When you become a member of my Patreon, you get so many perks and advantages, you're not going to believe it. You're going to get my magazine free. You will get classes free where you get to talk to me personally and where we share important information. As a matter of fact, with Patreon, you can share your stories with all of us as a group. We love listening to people's spiritual revelations and how their life changed. So this is your opportunity to tell us all where you've come from and what you've done. And also, while you're there, don't forget to check out my Galactic Planner. My Galactic Planner is going to expire October 7th, but you've had plenty of time to sign up for the free month. And you can cancel if you don't like it. What is the Galactic Planner? It calculates your personal chart and delivers all the information and predictions for an entire month into your personal calendar on your phone or in your computer, whatever you choose. It's amazing. You're going to love it. So that, and last but not least, don't forget my university. If you would like to learn Vedic astrology, sign up for, we just started semester 1, so you can come on and be part of my school, become my student. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Let's get going and let's talk about the charts of Xi Jinping, the ruler of China. And I'm also pulling up the chart for China. And with these two charts, they are so interrelated. And of course, I always find that when somebody is the president, prime minister, or ruler of a country, their chart always aligns with the country's chart. So this is definitely what you will see in these two charts. And the most significant thing, I think, looking at Xi Jinping's chart is where his moon is. Remember, the moon is the most personal planet in a chart. It deals with how you feel, and it also deals with what's going on in your life, as well as it even depicts when everything unfolds according to your dashas. And looking at Xi Jinping right now, I have to say that he's got his moon in Cancer, conjunct Ketu, but the most important thing is, look over at China's chart, and I want you to notice where the moon sits there. Exactly opposite the ruler, Xi Jinping's natal moon sits with Ketu. So he's a moon Ketu, and the country's moon sits at 10 degrees of Capricorn opposite, and his Rahu sits exactly on the country's moon. That is huge. But the most important thing of all about this is those are the degrees that Mars is about to station at around December 7th. It's going to station at 11, 12 degrees. Actually, I think it's 11 degrees of Cancer. Look at Xi's moon and K2. And it's going to be in opposition to the moon in China's chart. What does that mean? Mars is angry. Mars is retaliation and war. So I've been watching these charts for some time, knowing that Mars is going to station, upsetting both these charts big time. There is something up with Xi in China coming at the world. Now, I have like 3 charts of Taiwan, so I didn't know which one was the most accurate, but one of them is totally tied up with this degree marking with Capricorn, Cancer, 10 to 12 degrees within that range where Mars is stationing, exactly aspecting those points in a chart. This is serious stuff. Now, we know Taiwan's one thing. They're definitely going to go after Taiwan. That's nothing, because I think they're going to go after and cause a war in many places. And let me just say this too. Xi Jinping has Mars conjunct his sun in his chart. He's got a temper, and it's in Gemini. And that's where Mars is circulating back and forth between Gemini and Cancer. So his Sun, Mars, Mercury, Uranus all sit in Gemini. And his K2 moon, ascendant, and Pluto sit in Cancer, opposing Rahu. All of his planets there are being activated by the trigger of Mars. Now let me say something else. The sun in his chart is 0 degrees of Gemini. And I'm not showing you this, but in the United States birth chart for 1776, Mars in that chart sits exactly on Xi's sun at 0 degrees of Gemini. So this just tells you that the United States and China, Xi Jinping, are going to be at odds, or if I could say war at some point very soon. That's what I will say. And something about China, thinking about China, looking at Xi's chart, he's going to be enraged and angry and upset about something. And I was even thinking something could even happen to him if he's not careful. Maybe it's his health, maybe it's something going on in the country. But as a result, China's going to have a major transformative split. Things are changing radically according to these charts in China. Notice that China has Mars in Cancer as well, its debilitation sign. And transiting Mars will cross over this Mars, causing China to have a huge transformational split of sorts. Things are going to change in this world radically. Looking at both of these charts. And actually, another thing that I noticed that was very telling of what's to come is if you'll notice where the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, and K2 sit in the chart for China, well, the eclipse is affecting that because our solar eclipse is happening in Virgo this month of October. And K2 is there in Virgo where it is in the chart for China, and the sun is there. And that's huge that this solar eclipse is going to tip it all off, I think, in October. Solar eclipse happens as soon as October 2nd, so look out. This could be part if not the October surprise that we're concerned about. It's a big event occurring. And not to mention later on in the year when Saturn goes into Pisces, which it will March 29th of 2025. It's going to go over Rahu eventually in the chart for China, aspecting the sun. China's in for huge, huge changes. It's all starting up now. And we're going to find in the next few years, it will be a different place. But it might be nice to go visit China. I hope it's like opens up and we can see more of it. I know we can go to Hong Kong, but it's very difficult to travel into China now. So get ready. There is major changes coming. Looking at this chart, I gotta say for Xi Jinping, he is going to be enraged. He's going to be angered, and he's got some difficult situations coming up. Really difficult. I don't know if someone is in opposition to him in his own party or country, but this is a possibility as well. Some kind of takeover. And I noticed that Xi Jinping has his Saturn-Neptune conjunct in Virgo. And they align with K2, Neptune, Mercury, and the Sun in the chart for China. So major karmic situations are about to unfold. I look at Saturn as certain karmas, and he's served an important role in some respect with Saturn being there. It was the destiny, if I could say, for China to have him rule and all that's going on. So with that, I think you kind of got a feel of what we need to be looking out for, what's coming globally in the world. It's radical, it's changes. And as I've been saying over and over again, these changes need to happen in order for order in the world and a clearing. And most of all, this clearing will bring a healing to all in the world. So with that, I think I'll close. If you would like more information on me, if you'd like a reading, if you'd like to sign up for my Patreon page and my free newsletter, go to galacticcenter.org. And if you would like to study with me, become my student, go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.